What do you think of that?
A good fight.
You think the winner should get Canelo in the next one, Floyd?
What did you think? Did you give it a tough fight? Nice to meet you.
I thought it was close. I thought it was a close fight. I thought Terence pulled out the 12th round. And, you know, styles make fights. In Israel, he's got a lot of amateur experience. A lot of times in the pros, fans act like it's a popularity contest. And if you're not the most popular, then you're a bum.
Floyd Mayweather has given a shocking reaction to Terence Crawford beating Israil Madrimov in their highly competitive fight. Crawford claimed the WBA junior middleweight title by securing a unanimous decision victory against Madrimov. The early rounds of the bout went on at a tactical pace. The second round's hurried pace infuriated the Los Angeles audience. No matter the crowd's reaction, Crawford found his groove and accelerated his pace as the fight wore on. He effortlessly landed counterpunches while Madrimov struggled to bridge the gap between them. Despite the challenges, Madrimov had his moments of brilliance. He garnered praise from numerous former fighters and analysts for his skill in maintaining a competitive edge and delivering powerful punches in several rounds.
Israil was a tough competitor. I knew he was going to be tough. Like I said, I knew all about him when I went to Uzbekistan, and they was telling me so much about him. He's real strong. He's durable. He took a lot of good shots, and he got me to round 12.
Madrimov rose to the occasion, delivering a genuine test for Crawford. It was crucial for Madrimov to pose a significant challenge, especially since this marked Crawford's debut in the 154-pound weight class. Throughout the match, Madrimov landed some solid power shots and maintained relentless pressure.
Like everybody knew coming into the fight, he had fast feet, he had good rhythm upstairs, and he was strong, you know, and he was waiting to counter me just like I was trying to counter him. He was very disciplined. He wasn't coming in throwing in wild shots like I intended him to do, and he fought a good fight.
Top Rank sent along a highlight clip of Bud, demonstrating his rapid-fire counterpunching. Crawford dominated the ring throughout the night, showcasing his tactical prowess. While he refrained from relentless aggression, he skillfully accrued points. His powerful conclusion secured him the judges' favor on the scorecards.
I figured it out from the get-go, but I was just being patient. I didn't want to rush in with anything, because that's how I got caught a couple of times, rushing in, trying to eat too soon. But I did my thing.
This victory further embellishes an already stellar boxing resume, positioning Crawford among the elite. With this triumph, he secured a world title in the 154-pound weight class, marking his 4th division conquest. This latest achievement follows his overwhelmingly dominant tenure as a welterweight, solidifying his status as a formidable force in the sport.
Yeah, you can feel the difference because, like I said, Israil a real strong opponent, you know. He only got 11 fights, but he's very strong. And we knew that coming in the game, and for us to come and fight a guy of his caliber, the first fight, says a lot about me and my team.
Since stepping into the welterweight division in 2018, Crawford has dominated the scene. His rise began with a decisive 9th-round TKO against WBO champion Jeff Horn. From there, he fiercely defended his title 6 times, culminating in a spectacular 9th-round TKO victory over Errol Spence Jr. to unify all the belts. Spence Jr. had a rematch clause, which he exercised, but Crawford became weary of the negotiations. The contract ran out, and the Nebraskan was given this chance. Securing this belt wasn't Crawford's primary motivation for stepping into the junior middleweight division. His sights are set on what could be the most significant bout of his career, a potential showdown with Canelo Alvarez. Turki Al-Sheikh, the head of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, has informed Crawford that he plans to organize a major bout for him. Al-Sheikh told ESPN, "No one delivered a good fight for him. When you reach this time of age and glory, you pick your fights. If they give you the right money and the right fighters, you will take it. No one gave him that in the last 4 years." When Crawford seized his chance to showcase his skills against a formidable opponent like Spence, he executed a performance of sheer brilliance. Alvarez now represents the next pinnacle in his career. According to Bleacher Report's latest pound-for-pound rankings, Crawford and Alvarez stand at 3rd and 4th, respectively. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford offered a frosty response to Eddie Hearn's critique of the judges following his latest bout. Despite the win, Bud seemed to have difficulty adapting to Madrimov's unorthodox fighting approach. Although he appeared to be the more active fighter, holding a slight edge in numbers, Madrimov demonstrated greater precision with his punches. Crawford, however, intensified his attack in the later rounds, pressing the Uzbek opponent with a higher volume of strikes and relentless pressure. Despite the bout being closely contested, the judges awarded Crawford the victory with scores of 116, 112, 115, 113, and 115, 113, making him the new WBA super welterweight champion. In the post-fight interview, Eddie Hearn, the chairman of Matchroom Boxing and Madrimov's promoter, questioned the scorecards. He stated that all of the effective punches were coming from Israil Madrimov and acknowledged that Crawford had a good flurry in the last rounds. He described the fight as super close and expressed his belief that, as a challenger, one must decisively take the belt from the champion, which he felt Terence Crawford did not do. Hearn praised Crawford's brilliance but asserted that, in his view, Madrimov deserved to be the champion that night.
Decision. Because it's a waste of time. It's not a 116, 112 fight. He was in the fight. He's coming into the fight as the champion. But because he's fighting Terence Crawford, he doesn't get a shake. All of the effective punches were coming from Israil Madrimov. Crawford had a good flurry in, I think, the last 10th round. It was a super close fight. I believe when you come into that ring as champion, you've got to take the belt off that champion. Terence Crawford didn't do that. And I love him, he's brilliant. But for me, he deserves to be champion tonight. It was a fight that could have gone either way. And then you hear the scorecards, and it's like a why'd you bother kind of thing.
Crawford was asked to comment on Eddie Hearn's evaluation of the fight at the press conference held following the fight. He answered, "You've got to understand, that's his fighter. He's going to say anything that he can to hype it up. You know that guy lost, and so does his team, and so does he." In 2023, Crawford was anticipated to face Errol Spence Jr. again after claiming the undisputed welterweight title with a victory over him. Yet that rematch never materialized. Instead, Spence is set to take on Sebastian Fundora for the WBC and WBO super welterweight crowns in the near future. Should Spence emerge victorious, a potential rematch with Crawford might become a reality in the super welterweight ranks. It was Bud's first appearance at 154 pounds, after previously conquering titles at 135 and securing undisputed status at both 140 and 147. He appeared fit and confident at the new weight, stepping into the ring as the favored contender against the larger but less seasoned Uzbek champion. Madrimov remained fiercely competitive, finding considerable success against his American opponent. The American's usual drive to press for a decisive finish seemed subdued by the relentless power shots coming his way. The exchanges were frequent and intense, and several swing rounds are likely to spark closer scrutiny from those analyzing the fight in the days ahead. The victory marked the end of Crawford's impressive streak of 11 consecutive stoppage wins. Following the bout, Crawford lauded Madrimov as tough and strong. Madrimov, on his part, expressed his belief that he had done enough to secure the win and voiced his desire for a rematch. This sentiment came just before his promoter, Eddie Hearn, weighed in with a candid critique of the judges' scorecards, all in favor of Crawford. Hearn remarked that it felt like a waste of time, as he disagreed with the 116, 112 score, insisting that Madrimov was in the fight. He felt that because Madrimov was fighting Terence Crawford, he didn't get a fair chance. Hearn noted that all the effective punches came from Israil Madrimov, acknowledging Crawford's good flurry in the last or 10th round. He described the fight as super close and expressed his belief that a challenger must decisively take the belt from the champion, which he felt Crawford did not do. Although he praised Crawford's brilliance, Hearn asserted that Madrimov deserved to be champion that night. He expressed frustration with the scorecards, feeling that it made the effort seem futile, as two of them showed a 4-round difference. Hearn observed the quietness in Crawford's corner throughout the fight and noted their anxiety in the 12th round, implying that they knew the fight was very close. He felt that the judges showed no respect for Madrimov because he was fighting Crawford, suggesting that the outcome seemed predetermined and that there were external expectations and plans for Crawford's victory.
You lose by 4 rounds on 2 scorecards. It wasn't that kind of fight. I was sitting in the corner. They were so quiet the whole fight. They knew the 12th round, we need this, we need this. They knew this fight was on a knife edge. And you get absolutely zero respect from the judges because it's Terence Crawford. He's an amazing fighter. It was a very close fight. But as champion, he deserved more respect on those scorecards. That was a fight that could have gone either way. And it feels like a waste of time when you lose 116, 112. It's like they're already filled out before. Everyone knows His Excellency. They were coming up to me, oh, you've ruined our plans. And it was that kind of fight. And then you hear the scorecards, and it's a waste of time.
Crawford's drive to secure a bout with Saul Canelo Alvarez in a higher weight class appeared notably subdued compared to his previous fervor. While he acknowledged that such a fight could materialize if the financial terms were appealing and saw it as a step towards greater acclaim, his current priority is to cherish family time and savor his recent victories. Meanwhile, Bomac, Terence Crawford's trainer, has been there for Bud through thick and thin and offered his opinion. He observed a fierce battle, just as everyone else did. Speaking in a media scrum after the fight, Crawford trainer Bomac said of Crawford's opponent, "Yeah, it was a chess match. That dude was tough as f***. He was tough. I told everybody that he was going to be tough. He was kinda tricky, sneaky with that right hand. Bud ate a few of them, but he got the win. That's what matters." Indeed, Crawford proved his own toughness tonight by shipping what he shipped and being abrasive when necessary. A real chess match. In another instance, Bomac said,
"I think it was the style. It was the style, and he had quick feet. He had a quick right hand too. So, you know, I think the rounds that he won it was just because of that right hand. I never thought he was behind. I knew the last 3 rounds. I know I had to, you know, all the instruction was out the window. It was like, come on, man, we got to work a little harder. We got to grind a little harder. So, I wanted to. I knew he had won some rounds, but I wanted him to put a stamp on it, so we wouldn't have no doubt.
What was the game plan?
Just boxing, hoping he'll run into something. And, you know, he ran into a few good shots. But
in the world of boxing, few voices carry as much weight as that of Mike Tyson, the former undisputed heavyweight champion known for his brutal honesty and keen insights into the sport. Tyson's recent reaction to Terence Crawford's victory over Israil Madrimov has garnered significant attention, encapsulated in his succinct yet impactful comment. Tough fight. Terence Crawford, widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in boxing, faced a formidable challenge in Israil Madrimov, an up-and-coming fighter with a reputation for power and resilience. The match was highly anticipated, with fans and analysts eager to see if Madrimov could withstand Crawford's technical prowess and experience. From the opening bell, it was clear that both fighters were prepared for a grueling contest. Crawford's tactical approach and precision were on full display, while Madrimov showcased his toughness and ability to absorb punishment. The fight progressed with intense exchanges and strategic maneuvers, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. Following Crawford's hard-fought victory, Mike Tyson offered his reaction, which quickly became a talking point among boxing enthusiasts. Tyson's simple yet profound remark, "tough fight," resonated with many who watched the bout. In the context of boxing, this word carries a multifaceted meaning, reflecting not just the physical endurance required in the ring, but also the mental fortitude and determination displayed by both fighters.
We're out to fight.
What'd you think? Did you give it to tough fight? Nice to meet you, man. Well, they haven't announced the winner, but who do you expect to win, Mike? How's the training coming along?
Similarly, Floyd Mayweather, one of the most accomplished and respected figures in the world of boxing, shared his thoughts on Terence Crawford's impressive victory over Israil Madrimov. Mayweather, known for his undefeated record and boxing expertise, provided a keen analysis of the fight, highlighting Crawford's technical prowess and Madrimov's resilience. Floyd Mayweather, who has always been vocal about his observations on significant boxing matches, did not hold back in his assessment of the Crawford-Madrimov fight. Vasily Lomachenko, another boxing luminary known for his technical prowess and ring intelligence, also shared his thoughts on the fight. He praised Crawford's technical skills and strategic execution. Crawford's performance was a masterclass in boxing. His ability to read Madrimov's movements and counter effectively was impressive. Acknowledging Madrimov's toughness, Lomachenko noted that Madrimov showed incredible heart. He kept pushing forward despite the challenges, which is a testament to his warrior spirit. Moreover, Lomachenko provided a detailed breakdown of the tactical aspects of the fight, highlighting Crawford's defensive maneuvers and counterpunching.
Very close fight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you have Israil winning?
But it was a very interesting fight, very smart fight. How about compare my fight with Haney? Madrimov was a champion.
Yeah.
So it's enough for win the title.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.